Yeah, I got a favorite cookie. I'm a big, I don't know. Dude, chocolate chip. You can't go wrong with chocolate chip. Or no. I changed my mind. Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle's fire.
I'm a Snickerdoodle guy. What about you?
I'm more oatmeal raisin.
That's so funny, dude. It's a good cookie. I'm not gonna front and say that I don't like oatmeal raisin cookies because
Yeah,
they're good cookies. But it's not my first go-to.
Yeah, I think that's my first go-to because it's sweet. Then it's like a little healthy because it's got the raisins in it.
Yeah,
And then I don't know, it's like a softer cookie. I like soft cookies. I don't like those cookies where they're like you bite into them and it feels like you're biting into a rock.
Oh yeah, like that crunching down on it.
Yeah, like Chips Ahoy. I don't really fuck with Chips Ahoy that much.
You gotta dip them in milk.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm a milk
But then
man.
you dip them in milk and then they all crumble and fall apart.
Dude, I bought a box of Chips Ahoy the other day and they were all broken apart. Like not a single one, not a single cookie.
They were
was
all
full.
broken?
They were all broken. I almost called the number on the back and complained.
For real, you should have, dude.
Yeah.
They probably would have gave you a refund.
Yeah, they send you coupons for free cookies, dude.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's
hack.
just the person that stocked the shelves that day was like, fuck this job, fuck these chips,
Fuck these
Chips
cookies.
Ahoy, fuck these cookies. He's just fucking slamming them on the shelves.
That's funny.
Have you ever worked at a Walmart or Kmart or Target?
Nah, the closest was Staples and Office Depot. Like that's the closest I got to working at something like that. What about you?
No, I never worked in any like grocery stores or any of that. So my mom used to manage a grocery store. She used to. It's called Sprouts. You ever been to Sprouts?
Sprouts is nice.
Well, they had a different name before that called like Sunflower or some shit.
Mm.
And she was managing that for a bit. And so I thought about getting into grocery, but I just grow weed now. So that's pretty cool. But grocery jobs it's hard. If I were to get into it, maybe I'd do like Whole Foods. Whole Foods is a cool spot. You fuck with Whole Foods?
That's too fancy for me.
Whole Foods too fancy?
Yeah, we go to Winco.
Winco's cool.
Shout out Winco.
Yeah.
We do lots of shots out, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? Where do you guys shop at?
Well, we shop mostly at Smith's.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say don't act like you got Whole Foods money.
No, I don't got Whole Foods. If I'm shopping at Whole Foods, I'm spending a whole paycheck.
Yeah, the Whole Foods is a whole paycheck.
It's a whole fucking paycheck, dude. Like one mango costs like $100 or something.
It's funny.
Do you shop organic? Do you do any of that? Like I'm gonna get organic.
No,
avocados.
I think all that stuff's bullshit anyway.
You think so? Yeah, because they bless you.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I think it's bullshit just to try and sell you like more expensive produce.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that because they're still producing it on like a mass scale, so it's like hard to keep it like pesticide free and all that shit. They gotta spray something on it,
Yeah. And of course, I don't want bugs in my fruit and veggies.
Yeah, no bugs on my fruit.
The only time I really buy fruits and vegetables is to this is such a weird intro that we've done.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm in my head.
Giving we're not in any way trying to give any health advice on this podcast. Please don't take. I'm drinking a Red Bull and eating an oatmeal raisin cookie. I'm drinking
soda, dude. I'm drinking
soda.
Some soda out of my mug.
You got a little vodka in there, or what?
No, I just got off work, and so I'm a little tired.
Yeah, but do you ever have like an after work drink? Is there days where you're working and you're like, after work I'm fucking gonna pound some White Claws?
Yeah. No, I don't like. I bought some Guinness the other day, and so I had Guinness, and then I bought these like fancy Abbey brews, and they were disgusting. I didn't like them.
Abbey Brews?
Yeah, they're like 11%ers. So like,
is that a Jewish beer company?
Yeah, dude. It's the monks, dude. The monks brewing it. No, they're like these Belgian like imports. They're like $12 a beer, but
oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, so
anyways, what's up with monks? You ever see those guys walking around the Vegas Strip?
Yeah, then wearing all orange.
Yeah, like what kind of side missions are they on, dude?
Yeah, what monasteries in Vegas? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there's like on the way when I drive to Wise Guys, the way I take there's like a back street that I take, and there's a church there. I'm guessing it's like some type of like Shaolin Temple or something. I don't know. That's where I see all the monks.
You see the monks. You see the monk.
Yeah, it's kind of by the stratosphere.
Would you ever become a monk?
Maybe one day. Like I'll move to Tibet, shave my head, and fucking try to do the whole Doctor Strange thing.
Yeah, take a vow of silence.
Take a vow of silence. I don't know if I could ever take a vow of silence because I always like to talk first thing in the morning.
Yeah, same.
But I don't know. I could see myself like, trying to learn kung fu and unlock my chakras and shit. To do all the cool parts of the monk stuff.
Just the fun monk stuff.
The fun stuff.
No.
I mean, could you do that? Could you ever like sit and meditate and be quiet for like days?
They tried to make us and stuff like that at like Mormon camp and shit like that. And I'm too ADHD for that shit. My brain just runs wild. Silence is brutal for me.
I think I feel the same way sometimes. Like if I can't, it's hard for me to sit in silence without having like 1,000 thoughts running through my head.
Can't shut my brain off. I'm like, why would I want to sit and I don't know. I'm not like that hippy dippy when it comes to that. I don't know. I've tried meditation and stuff like that.
Did you ever have a hippie phase where you're like, I'm going to put some fucking tie-dye on my wall, kaleidoscope, and listen to Bob Marley all day?
I listen to I never got into like that stuff, but like.
You listen to reggae music?
I once protested.
You protested?
Yeah, during Occupy. You remember the Occupy movement?
The Occupy movement? No, I don't. What's that?
Because you are like a little young. And when I was in high school, or right out of high school, Occupy Wall Street happened. It was like this big old protest, and people were like moved in on Wall Street, and then all around the country, people were doing marches and stuff like that. And so I did a march in my hometown. But they're always doing marches in my hometown for a lot. There's always protesters. When you have a bunch of white liberals with nothing else to do, they like to protest.
But so they were protesting against Wall Street? Why? Like they were
after the bailouts and shit like that.
Oh, because they're bailing out a bunch of like millionaires.
Yeah, fucking around. I can't remember exactly what was up with it.
I don't know why people hate on Wall Street all the time. It's like Wall Street's in New York, dude. Like, let the New Yorkers fucking
stonks.
It's all about stonks and shit. But it's like, what does that have to do with? Because where are you from? Colorado?
I was born in Colorado. I'm from all over. We lived outside of DC for a little bit. Would be the closest to New York.
Well, where'd you go to school to?
I went like in. I'm from Newport, Oregon. Like,
so that's where you're going to school and shit?
That's where I consider myself, like, from 7th grade on, I was in Newport. Yeah.
All right, Newport. That's cool, man.
New Pitt, dude. No, it's a coasty town. It's right on the coast. Yeah. Because you're born and raised Vegas.
Yeah. I don't think there was really, like, hippie movements out here. I mean, of course you had, like, a bunch of hippies, everywhere. Yeah. But Vegas is more full of like
normal people.
Well, normal people and like pillheads and like I mean, there's potheads and stuff too. I hung out with a lot of potheads in my school, but they were all like kind of like the cholo dudes and like trying to tag up shit, and
everybody was potheads. Potheads could be anybody. Like anybody can be a pothead.
I think like, what do you think like the statistics are now? Like 1 in 10 people, how many do you think smoke weed? I'm gonna say like 5 out of 10.
I would say 5 out of 10 have tried it. I would say active users maybe 3 out of 10.
Yeah, all right, I agree. We got to look this shit up on ChatGPT.
We're just bullshitting, dude.
We're giving out false facts on this podcast.
Yeah.
Today.
Don't listen. You don't come to us for the news.
Yeah, or don't take any drugs or drug advice from us.
Yeah, dude, we're just a couple of stoners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoked weed before you got here. Got some Gorilla Glue number 4. It was pretty good. This is the weed talk portion of the episode.
Yeah, dude, I got pretty stony this morning too, and like just been chilling at my house, smoking, listening to music.
Yeah,
I'm growing tomatoes now.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, I got some tomatoes fucking planted at my house. They're probably like a week or 2 old.
No, hell yeah.
There.
You got that green thumb.
Dude, I'm just like experimenting. Probably gonna make some tomato sauce if I get some tomatoes out of it.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I'll eat some of that pasta.
Exotic tomatoes, dude.
Oh yeah, you love spaghetti, dude.
I fucking love spaghetti.
Yeah, that's one of your go-tos, man. Spaghetti boy over here.
Spaghetti boys.
Speaking of in the news, have you seen the chicks in space?
Chicks in space?
The bitches that went to space. Katy Perry and Gail and like
I've seen like a couple clips
Bezos' girlfriend and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with them?
I don't know. I think it's fucking stupid, dude. Because they don't. Well, number one, they didn't really go to space, and number two, did you hear the audio? Did you see the clip of them coming down and they're all like, ah! They're all screaming and shit inside.
Yeah.
The most obnoxious bullshit ever.
I heard Katy Perry came back down and was saying some wild shit.
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck wants to hear what Katy Perry has to say?
Yeah, did you hear any of the stuff she was saying?
No, because I don't fucking watch the news, which is the funniest thing. Again,
Yeah.
I don't watch the news. Do you watch the news?
Hardly, never.
Yeah, I just see like shit on Instagram and on YouTube Reels, and then that's how I get my opinions on shit. But I was like, Katy Perry, excuse you. I was like, oh, Katy Perry's talking. Fuck this. Scroll next one. But everybody, I see people are like upset about it and like.
Well, because like fucking Katy Perry, from what I heard, and then again, I don't know, you guys could fact check me. It's probably going to be wrong. But she like was like trying to say like, oh yeah, it was such a crazy experience. Like we need to save the penguins now or something.
Some dumb shit.
Some dumbass shit. She was like, yeah, like, you know, we need to all come together as a human species and fucking, I don't know what the fuck she was saying.
They say that though.
Like that, yeah.
They say that when you go to space, you have a new perspective. But again, they went to zero gravity, but that's not like they went to outer space. They didn't go to fucking space. It's just like a technical thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I go on the rocket ride at the top of the stratosphere, did I go to space? You know what I mean? I went pretty high up, but
yeah, like if I fucking take 30 milligrams of DMT, do I go to space? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you're pretty high, dude. You know, you're pretty high up there.
Yeah.
You ever done DMT?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times. I've done it out of like a honey badger and out of a vape pen.
Oh, nice. I've never done it before. I want to try it.
Yeah, the honey badger experience was pretty crazy. It was like, you know, me and a couple of friends were all like chilling at my friend's house, and he's like, "You guys want to do DMT?" I'm like, well, "Dude, it's like a fucking Tuesday evening." It bust out with the DMT, and then like, cause we were just supposed to chill, smoke, and get some pizza, and he had some fucking DMT. So we start loading up some hits, and he like hands me like half a gram of DMT. It was like this raw form.
Yeah.
And you know what a honey badger is,
Yeah,
right? Like the tip of it heats up, and you like point the tip towards the thing, heats up, and then that's how you get a hit.
It's a knifer, dude. Honey badgers are just like electric knife hits.
It just, yeah, straight up knife hits. So I remember, like, first of all, seeing my friend do it first, because I wasn't gonna do it until he did it, and so like he takes a hit, and I just see him start blasting off, like his like fucking eyes start going back, and he's like, "Dude, I see the future and different dimensions and shit." I was like, all right, I gotta try this. And then so when I tried it, I just remember like, you ever seen like Shutter Island?
Yeah.
Where like shit just starts like warping in like weird patterns. Like I just remember that happening like fucking 10 seconds after I took the first rip, and I was like, whoa, like it was a pretty psychedelic experience. But I didn't like fully break through where I'm in like fucking,
you didn't blast off.
I didn't blast off into space like and see elves and
yeah,
like,
I want to see the mechanical
shit.
elves, man.
Yeah, I haven't tripped out like that hard. I don't know. I think it's kind of scary when you're going beyond like those limits, you know.
I once ate 5 grams of mushrooms.
Yeah, did you see
once.
elves?
I saw God. No, I didn't see God, but I saw like the universe and yin and yang. I know it's so corny when you talk about it.
Yeah.
And that like the male and female, I don't know. It was the duality of man. Like it was wild.
Like you start seeing the unity and shit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
everything is one.
Yep.
All right, this is getting real hippie.
Yeah, we are getting
we're
real
getting
hippie.
fucking hippie right now.
No, dude, DMT, that's what I wanted to talk about. The DMT.
You haven't tried it before though?
No, I never tried it. The closest thing I ever got to DMT, I feel, was salvia. You ever fuck with salvia? You know about salvia?
No, I haven't fucked with salvia, no.
Salvia is like that, where you hit it and you blast off real quick and then you come back. But salvia is like, I don't know. It's not as strong as DMT, but back in the day, you could buy it from just the gas station or like the smoke shop. We had to in Oregon, we had to go to the porn store to buy our salvia or the smoke.
They're selling it at the porn store, at the adult store?
Yeah. The adult store sold bongs and like, and yeah. So you go and like whippets and shit like that. So that's where we'd go buy whippets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And salvia, they had like this 100. It would go like 50x, 30x, and then 100x. And you'd load it up into a bong, take a big rip of it. And the first time I ever did it, I was at this chick's house, and it was again like just a Tuesday night or some shit like that. And we were like, she's like, "Do you want to do some salvia?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Hell yeah,
because I heard bad things about it. Yeah, normally people don't have a good time on salvia, but I like took the fattest rip and started laughing uncontrollably as I exhaled, and then like saw like the ground was moving, like there was like tremors, you know, like the worms like moving around in the ground and the carpet and shit like that, and like fell on my side. I don't know. You just trip out for like 5 minutes, but it's a similar experience, I imagine. But like a lot of people didn't like it, had a bad time. Like one time, my buddy took a hit, and then it was like the gravity had shifted for him, and he was like going against the wall, and he's like, "Dude, help me, help!" He was like freaking out.
Yeah.
And then the guy who owned the house that we were at was like, "What's going?" Like was all pissed off and like.
Was he high too?
Who?
The guy that owned the house?
No, he was just a stoner.
He's just, but he was like, "What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck are you hippies doing? What the fuck are you guys doing in here?" You know?
Yeah.
Help him. You know? And we're all just sitting there watching him and laughing because like we know it'll be over in like just a few minutes. You know?
Yeah, I think that's like the worst thing to do when you're like all tripping with your friends. Is like the worst thing to do is to call the cops when when somebody's like really bugging out. They're like, "Yo, I'm bugging out, dude. I need to go to the hospital." It's like that's the last thing we want to do right now is call the cops, and everybody's like tripping out and having this psychedelic experience, and then you're gonna fucking call like the cops. It's like
you sober up so quick.
You sober up hella fast, dude.
You're like, "Oop, I'm good."
Yep.
Yeah, dude. When I did that 5 grammer, at the end of it, my wife like didn't know what to do. She thought because I thought I was gonna die. Like I don't know, it turned bad on me. And not that I thought I was going to die, but it was like I knew I was done with this life and I was moving on to the next one.
Damn.
And so I had figured it out. You know, I had finished and completed the task. And then she called my mom, and like my mom came over and they like got me in the shower. And then like I sobered up so quick, and my mom like made me throw out all my paraphernalia, all my bongs and shit.
Oh man, so your mom came over while like you're in the peak of your trip still?
Yeah, pretty well. At the end, I was coming down. Yeah. Yeah, and that was a bad time. I don't recommend hanging out with your mom when you're on. Well, that's funny that I've done that because I've done mushrooms multiple times around my family, around my parents, and who are
you're
Mormon.
Comfortable doing that? Like you're comfortable?
I eventually freaked out, but I was at Disneyland as well.
Yeah.
So on mushrooms at Disney around my parents, it wasn't, the best vibe, I could say.
Yeah, that seems like cuz
a little overwhelming.
Cuz like they always say it's set and setting, right? Like you got to, be in the right mindset and in the right place. Like that's why I find it hard to take mushrooms nowadays cuz I'm like always around family, so I don't really have like a time.
Yeah.
To take them unless like I just do a vacation and fucking just go nuts.
We need just to take some mushrooms and go down to like Uber down to Fremont Street on some mushrooms.
That'd be fun.
And just hang out down on Fremont. Grab
just walk down
drinks.
Fremont Experience on some mushrooms.
Yeah, that would be fun. People watch.
Yeah,
I like to be in public. A lot of people, want to be in like nature is the best place for mushrooms. Like if I'm being honest, on the beach, I had a great mushroom trip one time. But I don't know, public, Disneyland, Costco, Circus. Those are places that I've done mushrooms and I like to say I handled it well, because internally I was freaking out, but externally I feel like I handled it pretty well. But I'm with my family shopping at Costco on mushrooms. It sounds like
that's fucking wild. Because Costco or Winco or all those bulk shops are always like overstimulating.
Dude, they're so overstimulating. Sam's Club, I've done literally mushrooms at Sam's Club and Costco like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get lost in there, I feel like.
it's pretty easy to get around, but like everybody's like trying to cut. Yeah, it's busy, and you got to be in the right spot. You know, like don't want to be in people's way.
Yeah, so you're like trying to flow with like the foot traffic and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Getting all anxious and shit like that.
You know, what would probably be a fun place to trip out? IKEA.
IKEA probably. Yeah, dude.
IKEA's fucking huge.
We should try that.
Yeah.
Just walk around and furniture shop at IKEA.
Yeah,
probably get lost.
Yeah, probably. That place is fucking huge, dude.
Start really tripping and just sit in a chair until an employee asks you what, like, are you good?
Yeah. Like we start there like right when they open. We'll get there, take an eighth, and then just try to see how long it lasts. And then,
Yeah, I like that idea. That's fun. Yeah, dude. I just can't do mushrooms around. I just don't want to be around my mom when I'm on mushrooms anymore. I think my parents were in town over the weekend. That was fun. My parents, we went to Michael Jackson show. Speaking of mushrooms, it would have been nice to be on mushrooms during that show.
Michael Jackson show.
Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show. It was pretty good.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Didn't you ever been to a Cirque du Soleil show?
Yeah, I snuck into a Cirque du Soleil show.
How'd you do that?
Me and my buddy were just walking the strip, and about a 12-pack of White Claws later, I had the bright idea. I was like, hey, dude, let's go sneak into Cirque du Soleil. So we hit up this casino. I don't want to name it, but we hit up this casino, and we're parked there anyway, so we're just walking back to our car at the time, and then we saw that the show just started. So I was like, dude, follow my lead. And then, how did I do it? Like, all the ushers or the people that check your tickets are at the front of the door. And then there was a moment where they all kind of turned their head the same way and looked to the left. So I just walked right into behind them. And I slid right in there. And my friend was like, kind of like, what the fuck? And then so he just followed right behind me, but they kind of saw him, and he just like instantly put his phone by his ear, and he's like, hey guys, I'm meeting you guys right now. I got the tickets. Yeah.
Yeah. And
then they just kind of let us walk. They just let us walk past. So we walked.
That's smooth, man. Dude, good on your friend.
Yeah, bro. So we walked in there hella smooth, walked all the way to the back seats, sat in the back, and we're like, please God, hopefully nobody picks these seats or, says that these are their seats. And then, so we're sitting there, everything is cool. And then two people sat next to us on the left, and then two people sat on the right. So we're like, is there going to be another two people to pick these seats? But nope, we're good.
Damn, that's awesome. You just randomly picked the two empty seats. How was the show?
Oh, dude, it was a great show. It was a fucking amazing show. The venue was so like.
Did you stay the whole time?
Yeah, we stayed the whole time. The theater was massive, dude. It was a nice show.
Oh, that's funny, dude. I've been to 4 different Cirque du Soleil shows at this point.
Yeah, they're really good shows, man. And if you're like a little high or a little drunk, and it'd be fucking really awesome if you take a microdose or something.
Yeah,
but those shows are spectacular.
Yeah, I want to go to one I want to go. I've been drunk at one. I've been, always stoned at them, but like. I've never done psychedelics at a Cirque show, but
dude, let's go. Let's fucking do a review. Let's go take some
start
psychedelics.
just doing psychedelic reviews.
Yeah, like
trip reports.
Hit up Cirque du Soleil. We'll hit up the Sphere.
Yeah, people do that, but I think we could do it better.
Have you seen those videos of people like bugging out at the Sphere shows?
Yeah. And it looks pretty nutty in there.
It does. Like I don't think I could do like a big dose if I were to go in the Sphere because it's already. Overstimulating. Mm-hmm. You're in front of like a huge ass screen. I think even sober that place is trippy. So
yeah, exactly.
If you're gonna take some psychedelics, take a little bit. You don't need a full fucking Molly and mushroom edible.
Yeah.
But I've seen people like literally bugging out in their seats, like screaming. Like
I haven't seen that, but that's wild.
Yeah, people having like full ego deaths in there and shit.
Yeah, well, it's huge, and I think it'd be too overwhelming. I wanted to go see the Grateful Dead there. I thought that would have been fun.
Yeah, Grateful Dead
just because the visuals I've heard are just fantastic, but the music kind of ass.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a vibe thing. You got to be on the right vibe.
I listen to the Grateful, I've listened to the Grateful Dead like fire, Fire on the mountain. You know, like that's the whole song.
Fire on the mountain.
It's good. It's like, it's just not that great.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hippie music.
It is hippie music. It's laid back hippie blues.
It's like something that, like, I mean, all the acid heads and shroom heads back then, they were all jamming to that shit. But their songs, it's kind of hard to, like, have, like, picked a few great songs because they did so many, and all their songs are, like, 10 minutes long.
Yeah, yeah. And they're all, like, very repetitive.
Yeah.
With the big old long guitar solo.
They have different versions because it's like, oh, this is the live from Paris version, or like live from San Francisco, whatever.
Yeah, my favorite band, Me Without You, shout out. They kind of do, like, their live shows are always different. They never played like the same set 2 nights in a row type shit.
Yeah, that's like my comedy. You know, I switch it up all the fucking time.
Yeah, my set's always different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to they were here for Easter. Did you do anything for Easter?
Well, it was 420 on Easter. So,
yeah.
I just dressed up as a bunny with dreadlocks.
For real?
And hid weed all around my house. No, I just, what did I do? I had a barbecue.
Oh, nice.
With some fam. It was cool. Yeah, ate a lot of food. It was pretty chill.
Yeah, we had some food. We went to an Easter egg hunt, and it was a shit show, man.
It was a shit show?
Yeah, this church put on this Easter egg hunt over at Green Valley High, and like anybody, it was like open to the public. People found out about it on Facebook, and my like in-law, my mother-in-law's boyfriend, like set it up. So we all went there, and they had it set up in age brackets. Like the event organizers tried so hard, but people are just dumb fucks, dude. And like, they would be like, okay, let the kids pick up the eggs. And this group is for 0 to 2 year olds. And they had a golden egg prize for each, age bracket. Yeah. And so it was set up nice. But then like the very first hunt for 0 to 2, which my son's out there, he's 0 to 3 or whatever, he's out there hunting eggs. Dude, they don't let it, but like so many adults with like 5 and 6 year olds just swarm the fucking field and start picking up eggs and like scooping them up for their kids. Just like assholes. Dude, people, and they're just like stupid. It's like, did you not hear them say thousands of times that there's gonna be one for your kid's age group? And then like the kid who got the golden egg was like 8 years old. And it was like, what?
And you're like, you can't find that golden egg by yourself. You had your fucking dad help you.
Yeah, exactly. And you're also not a 0 to 3 year old.
Oh, like, it's not. Oh, that golden egg was for like the 3 year olds.
Yeah, for the 3 year olds. Yeah, because like how they did it was like every 15 minutes they started another hunt. Like they would spread out the eggs in the field, and then the kids would line up at a yard line, and then they would start and run out. So the second one, the first one was just a shit show, and everybody, who wasn't supposed to go in their age group just went, because people don't fucking pay attention and don't listen, dude. People are stupid. Yeah. And then like the second hunt, like the kids just went early, just and then adults started going, or like nobody listened. Like it was a shit show, and people are stupid. That's what I learned from that on Easter Saturday of all days.
Yeah, I think public events, like public community events like that, you really learn at like what kind of people live here in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, some dumb fucks.
Yeah, you're like, you fucking parents are retarded, dude.
Yeah,
like,
some bad parents. I saw this kid like walk over and get ready for a second hunt, which you're not supposed to do. You only got one, but they like dumped out all of their trash on just onto the field. And my mom is like the nice lady who goes and like picks it all up, because but like, yeah, I was like, what trashy people.
Yeah, there's a lot of shitty parents out there that don't give a fuck. They're out there to get the Easter eggs from themselves, dude.
Exactly. They want them fucking candies, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to like a few little community events like that. Like I'll go to like Halloween events.
The Halloween events are typically pretty good.
Those ones are always pretty good.
The trunk or treats and shit like that.
Trunk or treats, yeah.
Our school, the school that my kids go to, put on an event, and we always go to that, and that's it's like a trunk or treat, which is pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, Halloween events, I fuck with heavy, man. I love Halloween.
Is that your favorite holiday?
Yeah, by far. Yeah.
Yeah.
This last Halloween, me, my son, and my daughter were all Ghostface. It was pretty fun.
Ghostface.
Yeah, dude.
Ghostface killer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. But Easter's kind of a, if you're not, I don't know, Easter's kind of an ass holiday. My rating on Easter is, it's not that good. My mom-in-law, she's not going to listen to this. Love her to death, but she put on like a mediocre spread. They made a ham and a turkey, but they didn't they made deviled eggs and potato salad, and that was it. So there was like no sides. They had baked beans. I don't want to give them credit where credit's due.
So little baked beans, yeah.
But it was like, I don't know. I can only eat so many deviled eggs,
Yeah. Damn, that's so funny. Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs and baked beans, man. That's what I had for lunch. I didn't eat none of that. I don't know why I didn't eat any ham or turkey. It didn't look that appealing to me.
Dang, you know what? Appetizers that we have at my house for like family parties and stuff is usually like chips and salsa.
Yeah,
like Mexican stuff like guacamole.
Yeah,
chips.
yeah.
We just eat everything with like tortilla chips.
I'd rather.
You guys ever do that? You guys ever have like fucking tortilla?
Yeah, we do nachos and shit like that.
Nachos and shit like that.
Yeah, we'll have me and my kids and my whole family likes salsa and stuff like that.
Do you guys ever have like a taco night?
Yeah, we do tacos. We actually just the other night, I do street tacos. So I'll make make up some steak, some asada, yeah. And then we get cilantro, radish, and onion and lime.
Fire.
Get the little corn tortillas, fry them up real quick in some oil.
Yep.
Fold them over. Oh, so
that
good.
Shit's good, dude.
Dude, I make some bomb tacos.
Especially with lime. You gotta have the lime.
Gotta have the lime. Cilantro, onion, radish. I don't know. That's what we fuck with.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We call them taco bus tacos.
Taco bus tacos?
Yeah, because when we were from this small town and when we were living in Eastern Oregon, when my parents owned that restaurant, there's a lot of migrant workers there. And the first taco truck that we went to wasn't a bus. So it was a taco truck, but like it was a bus converted, and you could like go up inside and sit down and shit like that. It was sick.
That sounds sick.
And that's where I first had my first torta, my first lengua.
Ooh, torta, lengua, the cow tongue.
Yeah, I love cow tongue, man. Cow tongue's so good.
That shit's pretty fire. I haven't had it in a while, but the lengua tacos.
Lengua tacos. Dude, when I go to Tacos El Gordo, that's what I get is lengua.
Yeah.
Dude, and if you get 3, they chop up like a whole tongue, man.
Damn.
Dude, you get like the whole thing.
Yeah, we got to check out Tacos El Gordo.
Shouts out.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love tacos.
Yeah.
That's funny. At my spot, we actually make like a lot of like white people food.
Yeah.
At least that's what my ex used to say. Like she like coming over to my house because we make white people food. And at her house, all they made was like just straight Mexican food.
Yeah, yeah.
But us, like we make like hamburgers a lot, hot dogs,
same,
spaghetti, hamburger helper.
Easy shit, man.
Yeah, easy shit, dude.
You are white, dude.
Yeah.
The hamburger helper, dude. Yeah.
Hamburger help, sloppy joes.
Sloppy joes are pretty good. I like anything.
What are other white people?
We'll do pulled pork. We'll like get the pulled pork. Like
pulled pork's or a roast.
Yeah, yeah.
Always have like nice slow cook roast.
My wife makes great stew.
Yeah. Do you guys ever eat what's that shit called? Meatloaf.
No, dude. The other day, my wife bought some like frozen meatloaf, like some Stouffer's.
Yeah,
it was not good. She said,
"Nah, dude, meatloaf is a hard one for me because I think that's like a dish like you really got to know how to make it.
It's got to be homemade.
Yeah, it's got to be homemade. Just eating meatloaf from like a microwave or a fucking cafeteria is not the biz.
Less is more. When they try and put multiple other veggies and shit like that in the it's like, no, dude, it's a meatloaf, dude. Stop putting veggies and shit that I don't like different textures. You know, like brownies with walnut. I do not like nuts in my brownies. I want my brownies to be soft all the way through.
Same, I agree. I don't want no fucking nuts in my brownies.
I don't like it.
Or sprinkles. I don't need no sprinkles on my brownies either.
I'll deal with sprinkles, you know.
But nuts, no.
But
no nuts.
No nuts, dude. No buts about it, man.
Yeah, but no, I like things like all combined into one flavor. Like I don't want to be tasting separate flavors
Yeah.
in my meatloaf. I just want take one bite, all the flavors are in that bite.
Yeah.
Fire.
Like not too much like chunk tomatoes and shit. Like I don't know what people put in meatloaf, but meatloaf's bomb.
Yeah.
Good meatloaf. My mom, growing up, made a bomb meatloaf. Yeah, that was one of her good ones.
Yeah, that was like one of her staples.
She would make like a bunch of shitty food, like just bow tie noodles with butter and sausage.
Oh, just a bait, like not real like sauce. You just like
No sauce,
just butter.
just butter.
Damn.
Yeah, my wife was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not a big sauce guy. I'm not a big sauce guy."
You don't like Alfredo sauce or like?
Yeah, we're like tonight we're gonna do chicken ravioli with Alfredo sauce, but I don't need it like drowning in sauce.
Yeah.
Like I could just eat the chicken Alfredo. Like shrimp scampi, I love because it's not a lot of sauce. It's when I go to Olive G, that's my.
I think I'm a big
go-to.
sauce guy. Like, cause I go to Raising Cane's. I ask for like 5 sauces on the side, dude.
I just need one.
Just one, just a little sauce.
Yeah. Just dunk it. Yeah, I like Cane's, man. They're opening up a new one. Did you see the Flavor Flav was down on the strip at Cane's?
No.
I saw this video. He was down at the strip at Cane's, and he was like doing some fundraiser for women's sports. And so he was signing a bunch of Raising Cane's clocks, like neck clocks.
Oh, he's like endorsed. He's like one of their ambassadors.
Yeah, he's like one of their sponsors. Yeah, like how Post Malone is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's out there signing fucking clocks and watches and shit. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he lives here. I've seen him at a bowling alley one time.
Oh, really?
Like Sunset Station, yeah.
Damn. Did you say what's up?
No, I didn't want to bother him. He was there with his whole crew and shit.
Yeah, was he wearing his clock?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. My wife was at the airport and she called me and she's like, "Yo, there's this guy walking around with a clock around his neck like that's like he's Flavor Flav." And I was like, "Babe, that is Flavor Flav.
That has got to be Flavor Flav.
He lives here in town."
I think there's only one guy that does that, and it's just Flavor Flav.
Yeah, nobody else wears clocks around their shirt. Yeah, dude. Did you watch any WrestleMania? Participated in any WrestleMania stuff?
No, I didn't watch any. I know they were doing it, like making it such a big thing in Vegas, like over the weekend. Like,
yeah.
I wanted to go check out some of the shit downtown. It seemed pretty cool. Like, it was really busy over the fucking weekend. And all the WrestleMania nerds and everybody was here. And they had, like, some cool fucking micro wrestling going on and shit.
Yeah, I just
didn't catch anything. Did you?
No, I didn't catch anything either. I wanted to, but I just worked. Then I worked the weekends. And then my parents were in town. So when we went down Saturday night was right after. So when we were trying to get to Mandalay Bay to watch Michael Jackson, they were unloading from the Allegiant Stadium, and it was a goddamn nightmare down there. Everybody trying to leave, 65,000 sweaty dorks.
Fuck that. And when traffic gets backed up on Las Vegas Boulevard, it sucks, dude.
Yeah, dude. Our Uber dropped us off at, like, Excalibur.
Oh, so you had to walk from Excalibur all the way to Mandalay?
Yeah, because of traffic, and he got turned around and couldn't fucking figure his way out.
Damn.
I was like, well, that's your whole fucking job is to get me to where I put in. You know
so what? He was like, I'm just going to drop you guys off here.
My dad was just like, I think this is as far as we're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was, I wish I could have gone. It was, I'm not really into WWE. I watched the reels and stuff like that, but I'm not really into it, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't really get into it either. I mean, I like some of the wrestling chicks that are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, those chicks are hot.
They've always had hot chicks in wrestling.
Yep.
Back in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, I think that's the only way, I'll be continue watching it because there's like not any wrestlers that I'm a big fan of. I mean, like I used to like Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Who else? Rey Mysterio.
But those he still wrestles.
He still wrestles?
Yeah, Mysterio, I'm pretty sure still wrestles.
Yeah.
He might be injured right now, but I'm pretty sure he still wrestles.
I heard a lot of people are mad that John Cena won the whole fucking thing or something.
Yeah, like that's the whole that's the storyline right now, I guess. Like John Cena did a heel turn, which was like upsetting, because he's always been a good guy.
Yeah.
And so he turned bad.
He's a bad guy now?
Yeah, John Cena's a bad guy now.
What?
The heel turn.
Plot twist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he won. He beat Cody Rhodes.
Damn.
But, you know, my dad was telling me that it's all fake. No, I'm just playing. I know it's all fake. My dad was telling me that when he was in Arkansas, he was over at like he did his mission. He's a Mormon mission, and he was down in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they were watching wrestling, and my dad was like, "Yeah, you know this is fake, right?" And the people damn near like kicked them out of their house.
Really?
Yeah, my dad got like they were like about to beat my dad up type shit. Yeah, they were that.
Yeah, they were that
pissed.
offended.
They were that offended that my dad was like, "Yeah, this is fake. What do you guys like this?"
We know it's fake.
Yeah,
Just don't ruin
burst our bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever be that diehard of a fan of anything, you know. It's like I don't really watch sports or like, you know, or things like that.
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a favorite sports team or anything?
I'm
like
a
that?
big Golden Knights guy. Been watching the playoffs. We've been getting our ass kicked the last 2 games, so hopefully we can figure it out and win this series. I also like Formula One a lot. I watch
Formula
all.
One. Did
I
you
watch
go
all
to
the
any
races.
of them?
No, I'm itching to go to like get standing tickets. They're so goddamn expensive. It's like $500 to $1,000 or some shit like that.
Well,
for
if you
seats.
want to like sit in the back, like some of the like, you know, nosebleeds, I think they're only like $50-$60.
Oh no, they're way more than that.
They are?
Yeah, dude, they're like $500-$600.
Oh shit.
Yeah, even the cheapest seat, like, because the grandstands are like first come first serve for the grandstands. If you have a ticket, from my understanding, like you buy a ticket for a specific zone, and then you get there and you just sit where's available in the grandstands. Like there's no specific seat numbers.
Yeah.
So then you're just, you know, it's I don't know. That seems like a nightmare to me to spend $600.
Yeah, maybe. I know they accept volunteers and shit. Maybe I'll fucking sign up for volunteers.
Oh yeah, that'd be a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll sign up for that too. Yeah, it kind of fucks the strip up with having to pick people up at the different hotels and shit, but it's honestly not that bad. People bitch about it a lot, but
Yeah, people are hating on it.
Yeah.
For the
the
past
loudest
2 years.
people were the people who didn't have to deal with it. I had to deal with it at work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool event. Maybe I'll try to sneak in this year or volunteer. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm a Ferrari guy. That's my team. I like Charles Leclerc.
I like Hondas.
You like Hondas?
Yeah. I like keeping it basic. But if I'm gonna, you know, like look at a luxury car or one of the exotic ones, I think I like McLaren.
Yeah, McLaren. So in Formula One, McLaren has a team, and they're the fastest right now.
They are?
Yeah, they
Fuck
won
yeah,
last.
go McLaren.
They won last year. McLaren has the fastest car this year. Some great drivers.
Yeah.
Their drivers are like battling for first for the world championship. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good season.
No, McLaren's got some nice cars. I like the orange one. I don't know the exact model, but I like the orange one.
Yeah, they're papaya. They call it papaya.
Papaya?
Yeah, that's the color.
Yeah, the papaya one is fucking fire. Do you have like a dream car, like a sports car? Porsche?
Yeah, Porsche 911.
Ooh,
That's my dream sports car.
Porsche 911. That sounds fucking sick.
GTR, the racing one. I want Porsche is my dream car.
Yeah.
I just like the way they look. Really sexy.
Yeah, that's a fucking nice car, dude. What was it cost? Like a rack or
Yeah.
like $1 million or something?
Oh, 911, like 250.
250? Quarter mil?
Quarter mil. They're in that range. They're in the dream on range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedy's got to pay for one of those one day, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully just drop a fucking comedy special at the Dirty at 12:30. Shout out.
I want to do that show someday.
Good show at the South Point, dude. That was one of the first ever comedy shows I went to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Dirty at 12:30. I found out about it, I think on like a post online, and I was like, oh, free comedy shows, 12:30. Let's fucking check it out. Then I think like the second time I went, I saw Pauly Shore pop in. And I was like,
damn.
What the fuck? This place is dope. You got like celebrities popping in here and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember, this is actually how I got into comedy. I like after that show, I went up to Gabe Lopez and I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I really like comedy. Like, how can I start?" and he was like, he's probably like, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah.
But he was like, I don't know, just do open mics. And then the next day I was like fucking looking up open mics.
Yeah.
And I found Billy Bob's open mic, and then that's how I started.
That's so funny that you went to Billy Bob's first.
Yeah, because I just looked up Las Vegas open mic, and I think like a Facebook post.
Yeah, it was like the first one that popped up.
Yeah, and then I found out about Fun Days.
Yeah.
And then started going to Fun Days.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been doing it too long. My first one was at a place called the Center for Science and Wonder. It was kind of like a Billy Bob's type, you know. It was by the airport. It was
By
just
the airport?
Yeah, just other comics there. It was fun. Well, you know, it got me hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Fuck. How you doing right now?
I'm doing good, man. You want to call it? It's 45 minutes.
Yeah, let's wrap this thing up.
All right, man. I know you got to get somewhere. You got somewhere to be.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, a little shorty, but you know, we're
shorty.
keeping it consistent. 45 minutes to an hour. That's our mark. We don't really give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're figuring it out.
We're figuring this shit out. You know, we're doing this shit. We're here.
Yeah,
It's
that's all
hot
I had.
outside.
That's all I had for my notes. So, all right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.